Okay, so we are talking about communicating and words, how words get misused and therefore make a opposite message to what the original sense of the word is. Now, we can use words such as love, right? I love you, while there's definitely an energy signature of service to self that, I'm upset with you, while we are saying the word love. And then that also happens with other words such as God and Jesus. And I'm going to give you an example right now is when somebody says, I pray in Jesus' name that you all get help. It is a beautiful message in its essence, that asking for Yeshua, the love being that taught us forgiveness and taught so much love, for him to help us, which is wonderful, right? It's a wonderful thing, and I'm grateful to get that divine help, angelic help, right? But oftentimes when people say that, they say it in a judgmental way. And then it turns people away from the very love being whose name is being used against who they really are, right? Because it's, I embrace you, I embrace all of you. This is what Yeshua was his name in his native language. Yeshua, stood and said, "Oh, I open my wings like a hen. I would gather you all in, and I would care for you all, and I accept you all, and I love you all." And then when that name, Jesus, is used then as a judgment, like you're being wrong, you're being off, you're being, you're being damned. Even that, like God would damn you, right? The source of love would be the opposite of love. Then it gets people really confused and allergic to those words, allergic to those names of God and Jesus and love, right? When those words are used as with an opposite energy of the energy signature of what they're meant to be. So we have to really watch language and how we're using words, and the energy signature, with language and with communication. Only 8% is the words. This is from research, right? With language and communication. Only 8% of the communication is actual words. 50 some percent is your body language and your tonality. This is something we miss when we're just writing little texts and chats. And so it's, we're just getting words. We're not getting tone of voice. We're not getting body language. So it's very easy to misinterpret based on just a text what is being communicated. So when we communicate by just chats and text, we have to kind of imagine what is the body language, what is the intonality, what is the intention of what's being said. So if we've had experiences in the past of someone using a term like love or God or Jesus as a judgment, we can easily take that as a judgment. But we have to kind of self-observe and think of, what thought do we want to give our energy currency to, our power to? Do we want to give our power to a judgment, or do we want to give our power to angelic divine support, right? So this was something that I went through and had to choose for myself when someone wrote in a chat here. I pray in Jesus' name you all get help. I heard it both ways. It could be a judgment, like, oh my God, you are so off. You're like, big judgment. Or it could be, I'm really asking for Jesus to support you in your growth, in your evolvement, in evolving. And then I really am very grateful. I take that as a blessing, right? So, of course, I always want a divine guidance in my path, in my flow, in my growth in life. And I know divine guidance is never a painful judgment. It's a loving nudge in the direction that would be for my highest and best good, and thus for the highest and best good of other people as well. So I want to just bring this up for us to pay attention to the communication and language and words, and pay attention also to the energy that we are conveying. We are so undervaluing our energy currency. We put dollar signs on things to make that the value. But wow, if we would understand how powerful our energy is, we could really see a huge shift in our lives, our personal lives, and the world out there. When we're putting out the energy of fear, damnation, this is wrong, whatever it is, we're creating that hell on this beautiful heaven of an earth. I mean, just look at Mother Nature. Just connect with the trees and the birds and the sky and the soil, the gems. It's just a beautiful heaven of Mother Nature that we're living in. And then when we interpret this heaven as this is wrong, this is, wrong, then we are creating a hell. And when we do that to one another, we create our hell in our humanity as well. So, wow, this may be a challenge to really understand, but maybe just listen within, just pray, ask for divine guidance within your heart to speak to you on the energy that you are putting out, the energy that you are feeding, how you are using your energy currency. And it is right now 100% and 10,000. This is like completion and divine numbers that I'm getting. That just pay attention to the energy that you are supporting, that you are creating with your energy currency, to then understand what is happening in your life and what is happening in the world around you. This is like basic foundation for us to keep in the flow of our divine peace that we've been blessed with as our fundamental base point that we live in this life. Just breathe in deeply now and slowly release out. Breathe into your heart. Let your heart take your energy currency and spread it through your body as you breathe out. Again, breathe in the divine love in through your heart. Let your heart take and expand that energy currency through your body and around your whole aura. Breathing divine truth, love, oneness into your heart. Breathing out that divine love energy throughout your whole being, throughout your atmosphere, into your environment. Breathing in divine energy into your heart from Mother Earth, her atmosphere, from Divine Source Father, and slowly release it out from your heart all around you throughout your whole environment, reaching out as wide as you want to go. You can embrace the world. 2 more times, just breathe in through your heart. Allow your heart to go. Breathe out your energy currency of love, peace, joy. Last time, breathe in through your heart. And breathe out. Continue with an awareness of your breath coming in through your heart, the divine love, and it's spreading out around you. To stay in your flow. To stay in the flow of your divine birthright of peace and love and happiness.